Andre, what's up, man?
Nothing much. How's it going?
Good. It's been like, what, 5 years since we last talked?
It really has been. Seems like it.
What year did you graduate?
2020.
2020. So I remember talking to a group of seniors in 2019, and I called you up to the front of the class.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how you apply for a loan and what financing looks like. And we were going through a simulation together, and I decided to do a special challenge for the first time. Yep. Tell me a little bit about what that was.
Yep, so I remember you asked me, you were gonna give me $5, and you said if I could increase that $5 before the end of the week, that you'd give me 100. So me, being the teenager that I was, ooh, more money. So, I knew lawns in my neighborhood, especially mine, needed to be cut. So took that $5, I went to the gas station, filled up on some gas, and I filled up the lawnmower. I got to cutting the grass, and I think it was that same day I sent you videos.
Yeah, so Andre you sent me like pictures of you filling up the gas can, what the yard looked like before and after,
yep.
And how you made that $5 into more money.
Yeah.
Which was the whole point, is I wanted to challenge you to see if you could do that, and you did. And so 4 or 5 days later, I came back and showed you what?
$100.
$100 bill, right? And that was just to reward you for hard work, right?
Yeah.
Which is what it's about. And so talking about financial literacy, which was the reason I was on the high school campus that day in the first place, what do you feel like you know now that you wish you would have learned during school related to finance?
Yeah, I'll say as of right now and in my young adult years, I feel like I wish I would have known how to budget better, especially growing up, working in high school and just going into college and getting ready for college. I was making money, not really knowing what to do with it, and not really knowing how to budget it well. But now, like I said, in my young adult years, bills, adulthood, nobody wants it to happen. I'm learning what to do with my money now and how to manage it well and how to grow it, like I did then.
Do you feel like that presentation, maybe not just the one I did, but having that over repeated times throughout your experience would help you?
Yeah, I really feel like it would. I honestly feel like it would. It's a great challenge. Okay, it's a great challenge to challenge high school students, and just a great reminder for me, just to, multiple ways of increasing my money. And I take serving as one and filling up a car. Okay, so I'm using the money that I put in my gas tank to go make money.
Yeah.
I'm a server at Olive Garden, so I make daily tips, right? So I put $10 in my tank, and I go and make $150, $200 that one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, I'm putting in money and I'm getting more money out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
So you said you're a server at Olive Garden. I didn't ask when we first started. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing these days post Waxahachie High School.
So I am a student at UT Tyler, going on my junior year, and I'm an English major. Love that, love to write and everything. I am a full-time student and a full-time worker working at Olive Garden and Target. So a server at Olive Garden and working just sales floor at Target.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very good. All right, Andre, you talked a little bit about being on a college campus. And one of the things that we teach our seniors is that once they go onto a college campus, there's a lot of financial traps that you might fall into. Have you had any experience with that at UT Tyler?
So not specifically at UT Tyler, but I know going into college, I did actually. So being young, naive, just whatever the case may be, I got one. Was managing it well, so I thought, and everything. But like I said, with just not understanding how to manage my money well and not knowing you got to pay it every month or it's going to affect your credit and stuff like that. And just short-term thinking with long-term effects, which is what it was. But knowing what I know now and just thinking the way that I'm thinking now, I know better. So I'm in with getting credit cards now, which I do have one now, because of the budgeting that I do and understanding what it takes to have one and stuff like that. I've been able to make smart and wise decisions based on just certain credit cards and what they do for me and what they do not do for me along those lines.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, looking back on your time in school, do you think you had enough education around personal financial literacy, or do you wish that you could have had some more?
This is real, very much so real. My mentor, father-like figure, Ken Box, he is a financial advisor, well-known in Waxahachie, and my two brothers, Nick and Paul, they are very much so well-rounded people in those sections of life too, because they are financial advisors. It's funny because I've known a good amount of it, but it's like, I didn't really listen.
Until you have to practice it,
exactly.
It's hard to know what you don't know.
Yeah, and there's like a saying, it's like I don't know, it's the wise will learn from being told and the foolish, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was the foolish, but like now I know, like, hey, like you gotta. So yeah, definitely, like I do look to them now, like more in terms of like financial guidance and stuff like that, which I'm glad I actually do pay attention to that stuff now. But if I would have listened in high school, because I did have that stuff around me, the information around me, I mean, I'm here right now in a good state.
Right.
Imagine if I would have listened then.
Right. So we've talked a little bit about what you're doing right now. Tell me about what you're going to do in the next 5 to 10 years.
Well, the next 5 to 10 years, I will have been graduated, starting my master's program, hopefully, truly. So plans are that. Definitely see myself in a house at some point within those years, but who knows? I have some bills, college debt, stuff like that I definitely want to get paid down, and just overall working on my credit score, actually, just so I don't know, setting myself up for the long run with the things that I truly want to do with my life. That's
perfect. So we've talked a little bit about what you're doing now. We've talked about the future. I want to ask you a question about early on in your academics. You know, we came into your class as a senior, and I think that's worthy, and I think we're going to continue that of trying to hit every senior before they go with these critical concepts. However, do you see value in being taught these key things as a young student, like kindergarten through 5th grade?
Yeah. So I know with me, and I could probably vouch for a bunch of other young adults. I heard this information my senior, like around that time, about to leave high school, and that's great, right? But I mean, I don't really feel like it's like here at one time, and it's like, okay, nice information, but it's not really being like taught upon, I guess, if that makes sense. We go through English classes, reading classes, writing classes, math classes, all throughout our education, you know what I'm saying? And we grow and learn from that. So in the same way, I feel like if it was being taught at the same early age, we'd grow and learn more about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, I really truly feel like if I would have learned this information that I know now as a younger kid, that I'd benefit from it. And I feel like kids at that young age, if they're being taught this kind of information, in just like the simplest ways, I feel like they would too. So, yeah.
That's perfect. Well, Andre, it's been awesome getting to see you again.
Great, yes,
I appreciate you coming and meeting with us on your time off.
Yes, sir.
And the Financial Literacy Project is always here for you, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.